Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is Richard again talking to you with a new video. I have a very I don't know if I can call it in very interesting news, but it's just something that make me smile because I've been mocked with React developers saying that, oh boy, who doesn't use React nowadays? You are a Flutter guy and you can't do any JavaScript. FYI, I used to do JavaScript for more than 6 years, and I have been there in JavaScript ecosystem where I've been doing Angular version 1 and then version 2. Then I went through all kind of JavaScript, and I've experienced something that made me shift from JavaScript to Flutter. But that's not the point of this video. I want to talk about the critical vulnerability found most recently in React server component. And if you don't know about server component, bear with me in this article. I'm going to just give you a small details that are gonna give you an insight of what type of vulnerabilities we have in React server component and what you can do today to upgrade your shitty React. Okay, sorry, it's not shit. It's any programming language can be good, and you can do amazing things in every programming language. So if you're using React Server Components, stop what you're doing now. There is a critical vulnerability, and these things is called unauthenticated remote execution vulnerability. So meaning someone can be able to access your server and be able to unauthenticated, please know that, and be able to attack you or run a code remotely. So it's called remote execution. So server has these things of server component where it can be able to render some UI component but given by server. So server, say something that need to be rendered on UI. So as you can tell that there is an interaction of server and the UI. So where the server is giving the UI side of application what to render, right? So in this process, then this is where the vulnerability comes from, where now a remote execution can happen without authentication to the server, and that's where the exploit can happen. So and that's just like what these vulnerabilities are about is and you might wonder who is affected and why this is very dangerous actually, and what you need to know and what you need to do now to protect your server or your React app, mostly web app, right? So this is a newly disclosed security issue, and this is affect, as I said, React components. And these attackers can trigger remote code execution, right? And without any sort of authentication. So this means there's no login, no permission, just crafted requests that can execute code directly on your server, right? So this is a client side aspect back because someone can go in your application in the browser, like inspect element, and be able to just craft the code that is going to be injected in your React app, and React app will send it to the server component and be able to execute the code on your server. So, and this can impact the server runtime, which make it especially dangerous because an attacker can, query your database, can do a lot of things, can even send data to somewhere else, can do everything. So, what is a remote code execution? So, this is one of the highest security vulnerabilities. This is not something new, or it's not something unique to React. It's something that can happen on any app that is not secured enough, right? So but you might wonder, how can attacker do this? So FYIs, this is just information. I'm not advising anyone to go and start attacking the website, but And it started with an attacker getting an environment secret, and they can get access to the database, and they can modify application logic so that your application seems to work fine but is not actually working fine. um, and it can do even get deeper into infrastructure you are having. So now, who is affected with this vulnerability? So so you might see in this article, they are saying that this server component, so ranging from this version 19.0 up to 19.2.0, has this sort of vulnerability, right? So immediate action, so which cannot be fully solution to this vulnerability, is to just upgrade to this version mentioned here, which is 19.2.1. So you are supposed to upgrade to fixed a version of packages, and you can mostly update to most release candidate available, that is most recent. So yes, what you can do now, upgrade your React to the latest patch and the rotate secret. If you have a secret, you might be using some services that can help you to rotate secret easily, such as AWS services or other, there's multiple providers that can help you secure your secret. And in case of exploit, you can rotate them to new secret without having the downtime. So if you don't know about it, let me know. I will show you how to do that in the comments. So this vulnerability is a reminder again, just that there's no such perfect programming language or framework, and I tend to see most programmers tend to think that the programming or framework they're using is safer to any sort of security vulnerabilities. And I would like to just highlight that, given to how React is mature now, and every React developers has been hailing it, that is just the most secure, stable, and if I, React has a lot of contribute to our community, and it's a very popular open source. And most recently, Facebook, the author of this React, has given it away to open source community, meaning that most decision in design implementation is no longer heavily influenced by Facebook, which is a great thing that happened to this framework. So and if this video really helped you, please give this video a thumbs, and please subscribe to my channel. I intend to create more videos that will be more insightful and more useful. And I really wanted to share something that is not AI now, and I think this video might be something you will enjoy. See you next time. Bye.